Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
What a cold front coming through. Happy spring. Goodness, we've seen spring rain already, some spring thunderstorms, and some spring snow. This was the shelf cloud that came into South Jordan with that line of storms, packing a little bit of a punch. Temperatures immediately dropping following the front as we now sit at 38, 30s along the Wasatch Front. It was rain that transitioned over to sloppy spring snow. We saw it here at the ABC4 studios. 51 in St. George, 50 in Moab. Across the board, we're running below average. This is what it looked like in Woodland Hills. Okay, the snow coming down after the front moved on through. Peggy Sorensen sending that our way. It's gorgeous, but it does not shout spring. Well, maybe it does. Spring in Utah. We know we could see active conditions, and a series of storms will impact us as we make it through the week. This is what the cold front, it was on the move. This is what it looked like as it made it through the state. Behind it, we get that moisture filling in with mountain snow and some spots of valley rain holding on. You can see it's draped all the way through southern Utah. Ahead of it, we have the showers that we were dealing with this morning. Live look from the ABC4 studios, where it's still gray, temperatures in the upper 30s, but drier than the snow that was coming down around 2:30. That's when the front tracked on through the Salt Lake Valley, and we know it packed a little bit of a punch. This is what it looked like up at Deer Valley, where the mountains this week are going to get a tremendous amount of snow. This just tells the picture, and as we look, we have a winter storm warning in effect for the northern mountains, the central mountains, and the southern mountains, as well as winter weather advisories. Many of these will hold on till either 9 p.m. or 3 a.m., and we are expecting heavy accumulation. This is just round one. Several storms, including one tomorrow into Wednesday, that's going to bring additional heavy snowfall. We've already picked up great precipitation totals as we take a look since yesterday. 7/10 at Sundance, Beaver close to half an inch, 4/10 in West Haven, Delta, Zion National Park picking up more than 1/4 of an inch. More wet weather headed their way as we make it through this week. 2/10 in Price, St. George getting measurable moisture, Logan just over a trace there, and we know all of these locations likely to pick up some precipitation as we get through these next couple of storms. Precipitation potential for the west. That high pressure is gone, and as we zoom in, this is through Thursday, and you can see we're going to get heavier amounts of precip in the southern portion of the state. Keeping a close eye on flood conditions down there in the southwest desert, but we are going to see showers at times, rain at other times, snow, sometimes mixed. Really depends, because these storms will bring in waves of moisture. Let's walk through that here with our future cast. It shows by 6 p.m. eastern Utah still holding on to some rain showers and some snow showers in and around Iron County, as well as the chance of some thunderstorms down south. By 9 p.m., still pretty active towards Iron County, and as we zoom in, you're going to notice an isolated shower can't be ruled out for the northern Wasatch Front or Salt Lake County as we get closer to ABC4 News at 10. Unsettled, but we get a bit of a break here, and it's because our next round of moisture coming from the south. Some tropical remnants here by 5 a.m. You notice it in the southern portion of the state. Watch as that moisture surges north by 9 a.m. We've got snow in places like Grand Staircase over towards Cedar and Blanding, and heavier rain in St. George. This moisture, the first band, moves into central Utah and Utah County by the afternoon hours. I hope you're watching that clock in the corner of your screen. 4 p.m. showing the rain towards Nephi, some snow potential over towards Castle Country, so the Wasatch Plateau getting cold enough for snow. We watch as that moisture moves a little further north. By 10 p.m., showers have arrived. Now again, that southerly flow can favor some places like Utah County and the Ogden Valley. Other spots like Salt Lake County, spottier when it comes to the precipitation, which stays pretty active by 10 p.m. tomorrow into Wednesday. Colder air is in place, so we see snow shower potential for Wednesday, especially in the central portion of Utah, over the I-15 corridor near Nephi, into Richfield. Manti's part of that, as well as for our mountains. Here we are by 10 a.m. on Wednesday. You can see the Wasatch Front from Cache Valley into Provo brings the potential for those snow showers. We step back, and the showers keep us unsettled Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. And then we get a colder system down the line. So very active conditions as we kick off spring. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s, staying cool and showery below average. 53 in Moab, 54 in St. George. Speaking of Washington County, here's a look at the next 7 where you see wet weather really taking hold. Again, a healthier storm Tuesday, Wednesday in southern Utah. Wasatch Front bringing in the showers, mixed precipitation at times. We stay very active with colder temperatures, a few days in the 30s as we make it towards the weekend. That's going to be unseasonably cold for this time of year. Happy spring. We're celebrating with wet weather. We'll be right back.